Oh, there you go, right there. We
There
done
he
connected with the
is.
with the man.
My bad about that.
Oh no, man, you good, man. What's going on, bro? How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, just hanging out, trying to get through this crazy time we're living in right now.
Hey, man, I feel you, man. I'm around the corner too, man. We definitely got to link up sometime after this call, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you were back out here in Atlanta, but I'm definitely out here. I went to Etowah 1 year, but we're gonna have to link up sometime, man. Go out there. I know you like the golf,
oh, I
so
love golfing.
I do like to get out there on that range, man. Me and my boy Shantavius and a few other friends, man, we like to go out there to the range and hit a few balls, man. But how you been?
Yeah,
You say you
doing all right.
adjusting?
Yeah, just the whole I was in the XFL thing and then the whole COVID thing happened.
Oh yeah,
So I kind of cut that short. So now I'm
man. I was looking forward to them games, man. I've been to
yeah,
one. Yeah, my friend Jordan played with the XFL team, the Vipers, and Shantavius. So yeah,
yeah.
man, I was looking forward to some of their games. A few other friends out there in that league as well. But hey, man, we got some people coming in. For those who coming in, thank y'all for joining. We have the 12th episode of If Factor Friday Live coming to you tonight with a very special guest, former teammate of mine, my quarterback, y'all. Look, any quarterback conversations come up, hey, I'm throwing his name in there, y'all, because this is my quarterback here. I seen the guy work. I seen the magic, definitely on the field, but also, was out there in the trenches with him off the field sometimes too, out there back in them college days. But so I'm gonna have him introduce himself. But before I have him introduce himself, I would ask, please, if everyone could go ahead and tap that paper airplane at the bottom of your screen and send us off to 3 to 5 of your friends. Hey, man, I hope you're seeing that right there. I'm going to ask you about it too. But send us to 3 to 5 of your friends so we can get a crowd in here to enjoy this live call we're going to have tonight with a great football player that I know of here, man. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the fans, to the audience. Let them know your name, where you're from, where you grew up, played some high school football, college ball, and some of the pro leagues you played with as well.
Yeah, my name's Taylor Heinicke. Um, from here in Atlanta, Georgia. Played high school ball at a little high school called Collins Hill. I had the pleasure to play in the NFL for about 4.5, 5 years. Started off with the Vikings, then bounced around, went to Patriots, Texans, and then ended with the Panthers. And this past year, attempted to do the little XFL thing. Unfortunately, COVID happened, and now we're here. So, it's been a joy. It's been a ride. I'm kind of looking forward to the next chapter and see where that goes.
Oh yeah, man. We're gonna touch on that toward the end of the call, man. What you got going on and what you got cooking up, in the future and things like that, man. But let's just start off, man, with you playing with your first love, football. Was it your first love, man, or did you have any other sports that you were interested in playing growing up?
Well, I grew up playing soccer, basketball, baseball.
Mm-hmm.
The regulars. But
Sound like an
my
athlete.
yeah, my dad was born in Wisconsin, so I was born a cheesehead. I was born having to like the Packers. So once I started getting old enough to kind of understand the game, the starting quarterback for the Packers at the time was Brett Favre. And if any of
Mm-hmm.
you guys seen Brett Favre, he's one of the most fun quarterbacks to watch. He has so much fun out there, and he's the main reason I started playing the game.
Okay.
So, again, but a fact that a lot of people don't know is I didn't play quarterback until eighth grade.
To eighth
Um,
grade.
yeah, I was, coach threw me in there as nose guard and a fullback when I first got in there. I wanted to quit,
Yeah.
and then from then on, I kind of got more athletic. Started playing a little bit of receiver, running back, corner, and then eighth grade, the coach was just like, "We don't have a guy that can throw," so I
Mm-hmm.
just went out there and chucked it, and from then on, to start playing quarterback. So it's kind of a funny way of how it came about.
Man, that's crazy, man. To hear that you started in the eighth grade, man. From what I've seen you, man, I would have thought you had the football in your hands coming out the womb. You know what I'm saying? The numbers you don't put up, man, the things you done did with that football, man. I thought you would have had it from birth. But so eighth grade, you first started playing football or playing quarterback.
hmm
Did you want to play quarterback or just being thrown out there? You know what I'm saying? Again, you played different positions, but was there any intent on your end?
I kind of, by the time I was in eighth grade, I kind of wanted to give it a try and see
Yeah.
what I could do. It was again one of those things where growing up, I was watching football and I can kind of dictate, or not dictate, but kind of guess what was about to happen, like what kind of play
Mm-hmm.
where he was going to throw it based just on things I saw on the field and things I saw on TV. So I thought I had like a little knack for it, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, give it a try in eighth grade, and it went great. We won the championship that year, and then you know went off to high school and did some good things
And
there.
started
So
there.
yeah, it
Man,
was. That's when
speaking
I
of high
knew. That's when
school,
I knew it was a good position for me.
man, you took off and you went to Collins Hill. Out here in Atlanta as well. Man, at Collins Hill, man, you put up some numbers. You had a great season there. You played all 4 years there.
No, I actually didn't start until my junior year.
You didn't start until your junior year.
Yep.
So you went to Collins Hill. And you started at quarterback your junior year.
Yes.
Okay, cool, cool. So
Yeah.
man, what were you going through, man, up until that point, man? Winning that championship that eighth grade year, then going into ninth and 10th grade, having to possibly sit behind somebody and not get your chance until your junior year. What were some things you were going through? What were you doing to better yourself at that time to take advantage of opportunity?
Well, you know, during that time I was still playing baseball, so
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, I thought I loved baseball more than I loved football at the time. And I remember, you know, going through my ninth grade football year. It was fun. You know, we did good. Um, and then I was playing baseball my freshman year, and I remember spring practice was starting for football, and I couldn't be out
Mm-hmm.
there. I was still on the baseball field. And I just
Yep.
remember catching myself, kept on looking over at the football field, kept looking over at the football field, wanting to be out there.
Ah.
So that's when I knew. That's when I knew I wanted to be a football player. And so sophomore year, I was second string to a guy that went to UConn, a guy named Michael Box. We had a great year. Lost in the first or second round of the playoffs, and then junior year was my time. And but unfortunately, then you know we had a running back who was all state, so we were handing him the ball off 30, 40 times
Mm.
a game, and I was only throwing it 7, 8. So it was hard to get a lot of film out there, hard to get a lot of offers. And then senior year, coach really let me throw the ball about 30, 40 times a game, and then ODU first one offered, so kind of took it.
So you had your chance your senior year to really showcase your talent at, going into that senior year and things like that. Um, were you becoming ranked? When you had the opportunity, were some stars starting to come upon you? Where the offers started rolling in? How many offers did you have coming out of high school?
I want to say I had 14.
About
Um,
14. Okay.
yeah, which is a pretty funny number because that was my number in college.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I had 0 stars, man. I was a 0 star quarterback. I was undersized. I was maybe 5'9", 5'10" at the time,
Mm.
175, 180 pounds. So, when people ask me, hey, are you mad that, big schools passed up on you? And I was like, I get it. You know,
Yeah.
if I'm a Georgia Bulldog coach and I'm looking at a 5'10", 175 court, that you can't do that.
Right.
Not in
Right.
the
Right.
SEC. So, thankfully over the years I grew, got stronger, got bigger from there. But, I wouldn't change it for the world, man. ODU, they welcomed me with open arms, and we did some pretty special things there. So I wouldn't change it for the world.
Man, I remember my visit to ODU. Man, I was there a year before you, man, but I fell in love with ODU from the time I went and visited out there in Virginia, man. My first time away from home, and then possibly your first time going away from Atlanta as well, man, or just being away from home, going to college, man. How did you transition from Atlanta to going to Virginia? What was your approach into wanting to approach the season? Were you wanted to play your freshman year? Did you think about redshirting and some things like that? What was your approach?
Well, my approach, the whole thing of going out of state, and I just kind of wanted to go do my thing. I kind of
Hmm.
treated this whole football thing, this whole college thing as a
Georgia
business.
boys. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Rand, I'm not from Georgia, man. I am not from Georgia. I'm sorry, hold on. My family is on here and they can all vouch for me that I am from Miami, Florida. Okay, I moved to Georgia my senior year, and I would say I'm adopted from Georgia right now. But yeah, man, shout out to the Georgia boys that are on this call.
Was that
I just had
Aram
to
in
clear
there?
that up. That was Aaron, man, my
Yeah.
boy, man.
Where were we at? Forgot.
Um,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
you transitioning coming going out to Virginia,
yeah,
from
yeah.
Atlanta.
So, I kind of viewed it as a kind of a business deal, a 4-year business deal. Go
Yeah.
out there, have some fun, but play some good football, and it'll be it turned out pretty well. And obviously we had some up and downs. some, adversity throughout my life and throughout the university, going up from
Hmm.
FCS to FBS. But
Hmm.
again, together in 4 years collectively, it was a great time.
Man, so you just spoke on something right there, man. You said adversity, some adversity that you had to go through, man. We all been through some adversity at some point in time in our life, man. You went to ODU, you played your freshman year, man. I seen you play. You know what I'm saying, man? Again, you're my quarterback. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I know what you can do on that field, man. After an amazing freshman year, man, again, you probably hit some adversity here. Would you mind speaking on that there? And let me know how that possibly have motivated you or pushed you to, even success further on in your career?
Yeah, well, I'll start from the beginning. The first thing of adversity was kind of, I was redshirting. I was redshirting my freshman year, and
Mm,
Thomas DeMarco was the guy. He was,
he
he was
was,
the
man.
face of ODU, man. And I think it was the fourth or fifth game. We're playing UMass, and right before halftime, I think he fractures his shin or his ankle. I believe it was
Yep.
his ankle.
Ankle.
Yeah, and you go into halftime. I didn't really think much of it because he's a tough kid. He kept on playing, and coach comes up to me and tells me I'm in. For the rest of the game. So we go out there, we win, and from there it kind of took off. So it was great for me. It was a very exciting time for me.
Hmm.
But kind of looking back at it, kind of understanding where DeMarco was at that time, I can
Right.
only feel what he was feeling at that moment. Um, which sucks. But me and him have a good relationship, and we still talk to this day. So yeah, that was the first thing of adversity, and then shortly after that season, about a week after the season ended, my father passed away unexpectedly. So that was a big shock. And then from there, kind of just dedicated the whole next season to him. Worked my butt off and had a season to remember my sophomore year. So it was a pretty trying time, but I think I took it in the right way and kind of did what he
Hmm.
wanted me to do. And um, it's definitely a year to look back upon and be proud of.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Most definitely, man. I'm pretty sure you and your father had a tremendous relationship, man. I have a great relationship with my father, so I can only imagine how close and knit yours was with your father. Was he the one that raised you growing up, or were both your parents in your life at the time?
Yeah, so I was blessed, man. I had a great, childhood.
Hmm.
Didn't have much struggle. I was blessed. I was spoiled. I can't complain.
Right, right.
Um, but junior year of high school, we had some, a little bit of adversity. Parents got divorced, which was a little rough. And then from there, obviously my dad passed sophomore year. But from that junior year to the freshman year, um, of high school to college. Me and my dad were best friends. You
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
separate us. He did a lot for me. He actually is one of the reasons I got an offer to ODU. So he was sitting there cutting up on my high school tapes, sending them out to coaches. So he dedicated a lot of time to try and get me to where I wanted to go.
Oh
So
yeah, man. So he played
yeah,
a huge role into the success that you have and you lived out and reached to this day, man. So
yeah.
big ups to your pops, man. And shout out to your dad, man. I know he's definitely watching over you from above, man, and he's with you in the spirit here. So man, you went ahead, man. You became an All American, man, at ODU. You won the Walter Payton Award at ODU, man. What kind of how did that make you feel, man? Receiving all those accolades and things like that, based off your performance as well, man. You're walking around on campus and you are the quarterback. You are you are performing, man. You're having a great career, man. How did you take that in? With having to go to class and things of that nature there, man. Were there many distractions on campus that you feel like you had to deal with?
Um, there probably were a lot, but I was so focused that year, those first 2 years. And me, I'm a kind of a shy, introverted guy. I'm not one to go out and try and get in front of all the cameras and stuff like that. So I was
Hmm.
kind of put my head down throughout campus, just get to class,
Oh
pass
yeah.
pass my classes and go from there. But with all those awards, man, again, that was such a phenomenal year for all of us. You know, I always go back and just thank my offensive linemen, man. They killed it that year. Our receivers, I'm throwing 5-yard hitches to receivers, and they're taking it
Taking
75 yards for a touchdown. So it's
some of them in the comments right now too, man.
no, I see.
Some of them in the comments and share this to your other receivers, man. Get them guys in here, man, and hear the story.
Yeah, I see Kirk in there. He was a roommate of mine for 2-3 years.
Yeah, Blair in there as well.
Powhatan. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we got
good
the
seeing the
Power 10
fellas.
crew in here. Hey, man, I want to show y'all here, man, this ring here, man. You played a huge role in helping us get this ring here, man. As a whole team, and squad, man, that conference ring we had shared and entertained, man. I still hold on to this here, man. I can't lose this here, man. I don't know if
Those
you
are good
still got
memories.
yours, but I got mine.
Oh, I got mine. It's just it's in the safe at mom's house.
For sure, man.
Yep.
Hey, so with the college career that you had, man, with these awards that you were able to obtain and the success that you created throughout ODU, what was your approach in regards to the NFL? Did you ever have dreams of making it to the NFL? Did you want to get drafted, man? What were your thoughts behind that?
Yeah, I always had a dream of going to the NFL. You know, ever since watching Brett Favre and Aaron
Hmm.
Rodgers grow
Did
up
you
and
want to
seeing
play
what's.
for the Packers?
Yeah, man, that was a
For
dream of
sure.
mine. So it's kind of funny that I didn't get drafted, but I was an undrafted free agent, and
Hmm.
um, it's funny that the team I went to was the Vikings, and my dad would have been happy for me, but he would have been kind of upset that he would have to
Right.
start wearing purple. So it was a funny deal, but again, I was excited, blessed to be a part of that, and I was there for 2.5 years, so it was a cool deal.
Oh yeah, man. I'm pretty sure your dad would have been there, right there, Rich, supporting you, man. Right there in the stands, wearing that purple, proud of you, man. Watching you play and ball out, man. So you did not get drafted. Did you let that deter you from, making it to the NFL, man? How hard did you go during that season of going into the NFL leading up to that year? Were you I'm pretty sure you weren't relaxing, man. But what was your mindset like at that time?
Well, yeah,
Did
you go through your senior year, um, which is kind of pretty much an interview, um, and then from there you kind of train to not be a football player. You kind of train to be you're the best athlete you can be, because you
hmm
got to run those numbers. You got to run the 40s, the 5, 10, 5s. You got to do that pro day. So I probably gained about 20 pounds in those 3 months leading up. I mean, it was ridiculous. Lots of lifting, lots of running. So that was kind of the big deal for that. And then being undrafted, pretty much, it's kind of a cool deal. You kind of want to be undrafted if you're not drafting this first 4 rounds, because
Okay,
then
talk to me about that. Yeah.
yeah. So it's to kind of educate some people on it. If you're not drafting the first 4 rounds, then chances are a team probably doesn't want you that bad, obviously. And so then at that point, a lot of teams want to bring you in as an undrafted free agent. Well, if you do that, you kind of get to pick where you want to go. So
Hmm.
I had the opportunity to go to like 3 or 4 different teams,
Okay.
but you kind of look at the roster and see, hey, what are my chances? What are the
The
best
best
chances
fit.
of getting on this roster?
Right.
And the Vikings were there, and they had Teddy, they had Sean Hill, who's a
Hmm.
old vet, and then they had Kafka, and they Coach Scott Turner called me. He said, hey man, you need to come in and compete for that third spot. And that was the best opportunity for me, so I took it and ran with it, and it turned out pretty well.
I feel you, man. Hey, I did see some of your highlights, man, from when you played out there. You did make some plays out there, and I was looking forward, like I say, to your opportunities playing with the Battlehawks as well, man. Because I know what you can do with that rock in your hand, man. Again, for those who have not seen Taylor play, please go and look at his YouTube highlight tapes. Y'all go look at this man performance, man, throughout his years in his career, y'all. He is a goat to me in my eyes, y'all. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down below. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're not going anywhere. I have a few more questions for you, and we also get some questions answered here that we have throughout the comments. So if you have any, drop them down below. Taylor, man, let me ask you, what motivates you the most, man, about being a professional athlete, man?
Uh, the when you get to this level, it's pretty much every day you're competing against yourself, man.
Yeah.
You got to get up and you push yourself to be better than you were the day before. And I think a lot of guys don't see that. I think a lot of guys keep looking at the people around them and
Yeah.
kind of measure themselves to that. And you can't get better. can't get better doing that way. So even to this day, going to the gym or walking or running, just try and do a little bit better than I did yesterday. And that's I feel like one of those things. One of the things that we kind of talked about before is um, my biggest thing is just control what you can control.
Oh yeah,
If you can't control it, why stress over it? There's
exactly.
nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do about it. So again, control what you can control. If you're try and be happy, work hard, and try and go to sleep every night knowing that you did your best. And that's what keeps me at peace.
Man, I have a question here in the comments. They ask, how was your transition from the Texans to the Panthers? If you want to speak on that a little bit.
Uh, it wasn't really that bad. I had a lot of fun at the Texans. Great coaching staff. Good people over there. And then again, the Panthers were the coaching staff I was with and with the Vikings. So they kind of brought me back over there in Carolina, and so it was nice to see some familiar faces. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I would say Carolina was more like home, kind of close to Georgia. Same
Oh
coaches
yeah,
I've been
most
with
definitely.
before. So it was a pretty cool deal up there.
Man, playing with another Georgia native in Cam Newton, your teammate there, man. Got a question in the comments. How was your relationship with him, man? How was that like? Being on
Uh,
the
it was
team with Cam.
it was good. Cam's a different cat. I'm sure everyone knows. You follow him on Instagram or Twitter.
Oh yeah,
Um, but he's a good dude, man. He works hard. I will say he's the hardest working guy I've ever seen. That I've ever been with. I'm talking about he'll be at he'll go swim or bike at 4 a.m. Then he'll be at the facility at 6:30 doing Stairmaster for an hour,
oh,
and
so
then
he's
we
going
have
hard.
oh yeah, and then we have our first meeting, and then we have practice, and then after practice he's lifting, and then after lift we have more meetings, and then he's probably at the
Hmm.
facility until about 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Sometimes he's falling asleep there. So you know, that guy has a work ethic that I haven't seen before in anybody, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that he can't stay healthy, but um, hopefully he does some good things this year for the Patriots.
Oh yeah, man. I'm pretty sure he would, man. And you had the opportunity to go out there to the Patriots as well at one point in time, man. You sat in the in the meetings room with Tom Brady.
Yeah, I was there for 3 weeks, and
Yep.
I could tell in just those short 3 weeks why they're so good.
Hmm.
Just the way they did things up there was unlike anywhere else I've been. So, and you could definitely tell. When you walk through that facility, they got the 6 rings right there, 5, 6 rings waiting for you to. So when you walk in, they mean business. This is
Oh yeah,
this
business.
is the goal. So it was a cool, neat 3 weeks.
Yeah, man. It had to be. It sounded like something similar to ODU, man. Because ODU had us whipped up in pretty nice shape too, man. When we were when we were out there, man.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Man, I just one thing I remember, man. Twitter. I finally got a Twitter back, man. So but hey, and speaking of Twitter, man, y'all make sure y'all go and follow Taylor on Twitter. Follow him on Instagram as well. Tune into his journey. Taylor, man, I hear that you thinking about going back to school, possibly.
Yep, that's the plan right now. I'm actually leaving to go up there in the next couple weeks.
Okay,
But with all this COVID stuff going on, they might
safety
be
first.
yeah, they might be doing a remote thing where they're just doing everything online. So if that's the case, I'll probably just stay here in Georgia and
Kick it out
and
here.
do it from here.
Right, right. Man, you got any intentions or plans on going back and coaching at ODU, man? I'm pretty sure you can go there and get them quarterbacks right out there.
you know, Ronnie was doing the good thing up there. Unfortunately, that whole coaching staff's gone, but I'm excited for the new one that they just got.
Hmm.
I would love to help out this year, but again, who knows if they're gonna have a season. So
Right, for sure.
we'll see what happens. But that'd be cool if I was back at ODU, the quarterback coach. I think that would be pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah, man. Man, I'll never forget my days out there as a Monarch, man. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't either, man, with the success that you've had out there. Someone asked here in the comments, man, what coach has inspired you the most? If you want to speak on that a little bit, man.
I know who that is. That's a girl I went to high school with, Leah. She's a
Uh-huh.
good friend. She's a good friend of mine. But just for Leah, I'm gonna say Coach Reach, my high school coach.
Okay, okay.
Nah, he was awesome. He was a good coach, man. He taught us a lot off the field, not just football stuff. So I would say he's up there.
I got you, man. So, man, we're gonna be wrapping up the call very shortly, man. But hey, Taylor, man, I just want to talk about this game here, man. I just want to bring it up, man, because it's a game you go down in history at, man, at ODU, man. That New Hampshire game, man. Tell me what was going through your mind that game, man. We were down 26 points in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying, man? We came back and
Mhm.
won that game 64-41. As a quarterback, man, what did you feel any pressure at that moment, man? Like what did that moment feel like for you to just bring us back, man, to win that game?
So, shoot, I think that was our first conference game that year, and it was at home.
It was
And
a tough one.
I remember we were losing by 24 points, like 5 6 minutes into the game,
Yeah.
and Coach Scott, our OC, he comes up to me. He's like, "We're gonna throw the ball every play." And I thought he was kidding. I was like, "Okay."
Oh, okay.
I was like, "All right, whatever." And next thing you know, 79 passes later, um, we're winning 64-61.
Winning
But
the game.
throughout
So,
that
so
game, though, what's that? Was that?
in the comments, someone said that the fans were leaving that game, man. It was that crazy of a game, y'all. We were getting blown out. Fans were leaving the game,
Yeah,
but hey, we held on strong, man. Thanks to this guy here. Well, go ahead.
yeah. I remember we were losing by like 20 odd points. It was really hot out there. Fans were leaving. I started getting pissed off, and um, I just remember seeing their defense kept on getting tired and tired because we kept on
Okay,
running.
okay.
Remember that hurry up air raid
Hurry up,
offense we
offense.
had?
Oh yeah.
So, those guys were dying out there. So I just kept on telling the defense, just get one stop. That's all you got to focus on. Just get one stop.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think they got a couple turnovers, and next thing you know, we're winning. And Jared Brown hits that game winning field goal late in the game. So that was a game to remember. I remember going out that night kind of celebrating and looking up at the TV, and our team's on top 10 Sports Center, which was pretty neat too. So that's definitely a weekend I won't remember or won't forget.
Hey man, it is the If Factor Friday show. It is the 12th episode, man, and it would not be the If Factor Friday if I did not ask you what is your If Factor, Taylor.
I think we kind of touched on it before, man. Just kind of control what you can control, man.
Control.
That's honestly, I've kind of tried to live by that for the last 2 3 years, and it's really helped me kind of keep a peace of mind and keep rolling, man. Um, that's my biggest thing, man. If you keep doing that, good things will happen for you. You're gonna be a lot less stressed, and I think you'll live a nice, better, healthy life.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Hey, control the controllables, like Taylor said here tonight. Hey, make sure y'all go ahead and follow him. I wish I could pin him down here in the comments. But hey, go check out my Instagram page. I have him tagged there on that page as well. Go and follow Taylor. Tune into his journey. Taylor, hey, if you get back out there in that football field, man, or you have the opportunity, please do it, man. I would love to see you go out there and sling that rock some more, man. And you can't only throw the ball, but you can also move it with your feet. You can also get in the end zone and run and shake and bake a little bit too, man.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to stay lean enough to keep running, man. I'm starting to gain some weight with this COVID going on.
Hey man, hey, get to the working out, man. Because once you and don't stop, man. When you finally hang the shoes up, man, please try to keep working out, man. I'm trying to get myself back in shape, man. I ain't too far off, but man, hey, keep working out, man. Hey, thank you for tuning in tonight, man. Stay up, man, and stay blessed.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, brother.
For sure, man. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I just had my good great quarterback, former friend, former teammate. I'm sorry, former teammate of mine at Old Dominion. Was able to make it to the NFL, lived out his dream there. Although he fought through some adversity, some hard times in his life, where he had to, where he, sadly lost his father, where he did not get drafted. He said that he had to become redshirted his freshman year. But through all those things there, he lived out his dreams. He was able to take advantage of the opportunity to play in the NFL and extend his career, short career there in the XFL. But definitely go ahead and follow him. I'm pretty sure he has some great things coming ahead in the future. Tune in next week because we have another great star coming back to the F Factor Friday Live here with your host, Rodney Hunter. Thank y'all, and see y'all next week.